to the healing room. This is a place where individuals can be free, be who you are, and express yourselves. It's no judgment here. Welcome to the healing room, Miss Gabrielle Storm.
Hello,
The storm
world.
is in the building.
That's
I'm
right.
telling y'all, she is here. And I'm so excited to have you
Thank you. I'm
here.
excited to be here.
First of all, you're very beautiful. Let's
Thank
start
you.
there, okay?
Thank you.
Gorgeous. Listen, you guys, this is an upcoming superstar. Follow her. Tell the people where you are. Tell the people about you. Tell the people who makes Gabrielle Storm. What makes you you?
Okay, well, my name is Gabrielle Storm. Born and raised in Monroe, North Carolina. Music really is a lot of who I am and what makes me who I am. So I'm very passionate about it. It's a way for me to express how I feel or even give a voice to other people and things that they may be, experiencing. So that's just kind of what's going on right there as far as, who I am in music. I mean, there's a lot to me. There's really not just one word that can describe who I am. I'm everything.
Okay, you like Whitney Houston. She's everything. She's every woman.
Everything. I'm every woman and man and child.
Oh, y'all hear that?
That's right.
Okay, well, you know what, Gabrielle, what got you into music? Like, what made you want to be a singer? What made you want to be a performer?
Okay, so when I was younger, well, first of all, I didn't know I could sing for real.
Okay.
Because I'm young, it's just, I'm kind of on the inside of me looking out, my perspective, in the world. And I didn't really know I could sing. I just knew I was singing.
Yeah.
Until, someone actually says, you have a beautiful voice.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I? And it's like, well, this is kind of what I do around, this, walk through the house singing. Ultimately, my mom was a singer.
Okay.
And she sang in the church. And I think I remember her actually attempting to pursue a career in music as a singer. Okay. I remember going with her to rehearsals. She used to sing songs like Celine Dion, very powerful songs.
Ooh, I love some Celine Dion.
Yeah, very, very powerful songs. Even in that moment, I don't think I was like, I want to be a singer. Watching my mom, it was just like, my mom is a singer. You know what I mean? So we used to sing on the choir at church with her. And it was kind of a thing to where it was like I was expected to do it because I guess it was something my mom seen in me. Because like I said, I didn't really know I was a good singer unless someone told me that they thought I had a beautiful voice. But, church was kind of mandatory in my house. Every Sunday we were at church and she was on the choir. So when we became of age, we were on the choir because she was on the choir. And so she would, instruct me to lead songs and things of that nature. So it just became something that I had to do. Mm-hmm. It wasn't really until my oldest sister was in a group or creating a group with some of her friends or cousins. I don't remember who exactly they were. I was young and my mom used to take her to rehearse with her girls. Mm-hmm. And I remember sitting down on the floor on this carpet and they're standing up in the line singing their song, probably some SWV, Mary J. Blige, something like that.
Oh, this was a good choice. Shout out to Mary J. And shout out to one of the best female groups of all time, SWV. Absolutely.
So watching like my sister and her girlfriends rehearsing these songs, and I looked up to my sister at the time, she's my big sister, we spent a lot of time together. And I'm sitting down on the carpet, I'm looking at her, and that was really the pivoting moment for me to where I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what it was.
That's what it was?
That's what it was.
You know what? I think you're a great performer.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was lucky and privileged enough to see your performance at the Connected Magazine launch.
Thank you.
And I was up there like, okay, girl, yes. Like I was jamming to you. And I was like, you know what? That's a star.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I absolutely said, I said, that's a star. I was like, when she catch her, just don't forget about me. Letitia Simmons with Healing Hearts. Do not forget about me. Put my name, speak it into the universe. Speak it out there.
I think the song choices that I did for that show was great.
It was.
It really was.
Mhm.
I think I did Angie Stone.
Yeah.
And I did.
You did Encore, didn't you?
I did do Encore.
That's girl.
I
can't go wrong with
Encore. It's never been released, but I've covered it, and that was actually my backing vocals and everything.
Yeah.
The instrumental version, everything that was recreated. So it was modernized to like this time.
Mhm.
And I think I did a really great rendition of Encore. And
Yeah, because we was like, good, Jesus. I can't sing. But we was at the
show tonight.
Hey.
After working hard.
Okay.
9 to 5.
Okay.
Yeah, Cheryl Lynn, come through.
Shout out to Cheryl Lynn.
Yes,
Listen. Hop on, Miss Cheryl Lynn. Listen, we love you.
Yes, we do. Thank you. That's all I have to say is thank you.
I don't care where you at. Barbecue, cookout, graduation. You play that song, everybody on that.
It is. It's definitely a classic. Universal is stood the test of time, even to this day. You know, at my little age, you know, and my big voice, being able to kind of follow in, you know, her path, I guess, or her steps, or her voice. Like she's a big voice, and being able to recreate that for myself and, you know, modernize it was big. It's big to me. It's big.
Yeah. Okay.
Can't wait for the world to hear it,
actually, and they will hear it. The storm is here.
The storm is here. That's right. You better recognize.
The storm is definitely here. Okay, listen. So I know you have your dream person who you like. You know, what person do you want to work with? Like, I know there's so many. Listen, if I could sing, I'd be like Anita. Can you call me? Call me Anita. You know, so who would you love to work with? Like, if you could do a duet, male or female, if you can do a duet, who would it be?
Okay, so it's not just one person. I have a list, a little
top five.
I would love to do a song with Jamie Foxx.
Jamie, shout out to Jamie Foxx.
Yes, definitely shout out to Jamie Foxx. I could definitely see myself doing something with Chris Brown.
Breezy, this the second time you've been shouted out, Breezy.
Who else? Let's see. Rihanna. I think we would complement each other's voices really well. Rihanna. Okay. Who else? A lot of the elders in, you know, soul and R&B. I would have loved to did a song with Lord have mercy, and we wrote Tina Turner.
If she was alive, that lady, without Tina Turner, there would be no Beyonce.
I agree.
Okay, there would be a lot of artists, because if you go back and look at some of those videos Tina Turner had, Beyonce with the same wardrobe, and a lot of female artists, not just her, it's a lot of females who wear that same style. She had the best legs ever.
Staple. She was definitely a staple.
What?
She set the bar. Even though her genres like rock and roll, it's okay because so many genres, like from her time moving down and then to now, everything is kind of doing this. You know what I mean? It's like we're weaving hip hop with R&B, hip hop with country, is using hip hop instrumental backings to do country. It's like everything is just blending in together. And I definitely agree. Like, she definitely set the bar for Beyonce's look, the big hair, the blonde and light blonde, blonde hair, the platform shoes.
She was the first one with the wigs,
the skirt, the wigs. You know, definitely. She's awesome.
You know what? I don't know anybody who can just remake her music. I can't see it. I'm sorry, I can't see it. Just like Michael Jackson or Prince, I don't see anybody
like a replacement for
sure. I can't.
I agree.
I can't. Some people just leave it alone.
Yeah.
Leave Prince alone. Leave Tina alone. Leave Michael. Yeah. Listen, leave When Doves Cry alone. I better not see nobody try to remake When doves cry. Okay, leave Whitney Houston alone.
Oh, love Whitney.
Okay,
But they're wonderful. They're all wonderful.
they're all wonderful.
They really are.
Okay.
But those are just to name a few.
Mhm,
I'm sure there's other artists out there,
mhm.
that I would love to work with. But ever since I was young, like when I was in high school, I think when we were doing senior superlatives, or we used to have like a news magazine used to go out. But some way or another, I was interviewed. I was received most likely to succeed. My class,
okay.
honored me that, and I
Okay.
might have done an interview, and they were just like, who? And I remember Jamie Foxx, and I remember my classmates sending me like a picture of my little interview in that thing and sent it to me. It's like, do you remember this? And Celine Dion might have been on that list, but just because that's been like the top of my list, the beginning of my list, and working my way down. So those would be just to name a few, actually.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, Jamie? I'm gonna speak you into existence. If you watching this, if you watching this show, if you watching this podcast, I'm gonna tag you.
Yeah, tag Jamie Foxx.
I'm gonna tag you, Jamie Foxx. Kevin, we need to tag Jamie, okay?
Yeah, tag Jamie Foxx. Absolutely.
Okay.
That would be honored.
That would be honored.
I would be honored.
Yeah, it would be honored. Okay. So we have this verses thing going on, but like you had the verses, you had the Pretty Rickies and the B2Ks, you had the Joe. Shout out to Joe and Darnell Jones. Y'all did an amazing job with verses.
I didn't watch it.
Please go home and watch it.
I gotta watch it, but I haven't watched
They
it.
did like my whole 8th grade, early 90s, 2000s was relived. I know I'm telling my age. But but middle school and early high school definitely was remade. Who would you like to see go back to back?
I don't know who I would like to see. I honestly don't know who has already gone. I haven't really been like too in tune with the verses, to be completely honest. Actually, like when I'm kind of in my zone and I'm encompassing what I'm working on to create, I kind of tune the outside world out to be.
That's amazing, because sometimes you have to.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta tune it out.
Yes, because I like to stay authentic, to my sound, and I'm always trying to make sure like I have my own sound and not that I'm pulling from different people, different creators, and what they're like, what's happening right now. Because I feel like artists that are authentic, I think they are operating this way. I'm not sure, but this is how I do it. And I think that's how you have new sounds, or it's like, well, that's a sound that, is new, or I'm not used to that sound. And it kind of reels you in. It's like, well, who is that? And, what made you create this song and from this angle? And so when I'm kind of like in that zone, I just tune everything out and just in my own little world and working on, my masterpieces.
That's amazing, because you do have a different voice. I think you are set aside and apart from a lot of people.
Okay, thank you.
I really do. Like I'm a fan.
Thank you.
Okay. And I'm definitely will buy your album. I will cop it, purchase it, whatever. I most definitely will.
Absolutely. That would definitely mean a lot.
Of course. Of course.
Yes.
So Miss Gabrielle, are you in love?
Yes, I am in love.
Oh, that's
I'm in
so
love.
sweet.
I'm in I'm in care and care for and care about.
That is so sweet,
in
y'all.
Consideration of.
She's in love, okay? Oh my God, that is so beautiful.
Thank you.
Shout out to love. Shout out to anyone who's looking for love. Shout out to people who are in love. Shout out for people who's searching for love. Shout out to all you guys. And just remember, there is hope out there. Trust me. You might feel alone, but trust me, there's somebody on a couch right now watching a nice Hallmark movie, eating some popcorn, and wishing you was beside them, okay?
Waiting for you, looking for you.
Waiting for you, looking for you. And I'm going to meditate it for you, and I'm going to speak it into existence. What advice would you give people out there? Because I know you're in the industry, you're climbing your way up. What advice? How do you juggle your love life, being in love with your music, and being out there, you on the stage, you're performing, everybody shouting you out, that's the storm. How do you feel about, how do you juggle all of that?
I think it's, for me, it's best to put things apart,
Okay.
try not to intertwine
Okay.
love, not particularly love, because love is universal. So, I'm gonna just say relationship.
Okay.
To intertwine relationship with your career. It doesn't really matter what kind of career that you have going on, whether it's music or, I'm a licensed cosmetologist and I run a salon as well. So,
Oh, girl, you shouldn't have told me that. Because now this is a whole nother thing. Okay, cut it out. Wait a minute. Now this is a whole nother thing. So now we're going to have to hook up after the show. I didn't know any of that. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. It's called Storms Beauty and Barber.
Oh.
That's right.
Okay.
Stormy here. Yeah.
The storm is here. Multi-talented.
Yes.
She can sing and she can make you look good.
That's right.
Okay.
But like I was saying, as far as like how to balance everything out, I think for me, the advice I would give is to, set things apart, include your partner on, at least what you have going on.
Yeah, communication.
Communicate, what you have going on. Share ideas about your business, even if they're not hands on deck, my husband isn't a barber or anything like that, so he's not going to be in the salon with me to cut hair, whatnot. But, sharing my stories, what my day-to-day looks like. Now, as far as music, my husband is a artist.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know that because he also performed at the release party as well. So, it's very interesting because we do share ideas and we do music together. We write together.
That's beautiful.
It is beautiful. We're looking
beautiful.
for beats, and it's like he comes to me like, what do you think about this beat, and what do you think about this verse, and asking for my opinions. And I think it's really sweet that he comes and asks, what my thoughts are, and he thinks, I'm up here on this level of expertise as far as when it comes to music. I mean, because I've been doing it for a long time, so I definitely appreciate that, honey, if you watching.
Shout out to Storm's Love Bug.
Yeah, he definitely has me on the highest of the highest pedestals when it comes to music and what he thinks about me. As far as
that's a beautiful thing.
It is.
In a world full of temptation, in a world full of, oh my God, sex is just taking over. Sex, I think
well,
so.
It's taking over in my bedroom. That's all.
Oh!
And temptation really isn't a thing for me.
Yeah.
I think temptation isn't a thing if it isn't a thing for you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It just isn't. So if your mind is looking to be tempted, then it would be.
That's true.
And if it's not a thing, it's like tempted for what,
That's true.
I'm very much satisfied with, and I like what I'm gonna get when I get home. So I'm not looking for nothing else.
That's a beautiful thing, y'all. Remember, listen, that's a good point. What she said: if you're not tempted, you're not tempted. If your mind is not focused on that, you're not gonna be tempted.
Yeah.
So that's a beautiful thing that you can actually say, hey, I'm going home. I know what I like. I know what I want. I don't care about none of these other guys out there. I'm sure he feels the same way about his beautiful queen.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing because, nowadays it's just hard to find that. It really is.
Well, see, I wouldn't know because I found, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
well, set aside you.
Yeah,
I'm talking for other singles out there, people who are single, people are looking for love. It's just, in a world full of temptation and a world full of lust.
Right.
It's just really hard to kind of find that. I'm so glad that you found somebody that you love and cherish, and y'all cherish each other because it's a beautiful thing.
Yes, I do love it. We wrote our own vows.
Oh,
when we went to get married, let me just throw this out here because we're talking about balancing career and life and everything together. So we wrote our own vows, and so when we went to get married, and the officiant was like, "This is the first time anybody's ever brought their own vows." I was like, "Really?" It's like, but we did, and that was beautiful. And he kind of made his a little comedic and. It was very well-rounded. I was, more on the Nah, just kidding. Like assertive or serious, but
Yeah.
like with my admiration and things like that, and looking forward into what our marriage is gonna be, or
Yeah.
what we're looking forward to. But balancing it isn't. I wouldn't say it's a difficult thing. I think that when you are sure of the career,
Okay.
right, that
Mhm.
you're in, you're sure of the career, you're sure of your relationship.
Mhm.
I think it requires certainty in
Mhm.
what you're doing to create balance. Because if you're not sure the career, then it causes a wave
Mhm.
in your relationship,
Right.
because you don't know. So how
Yeah.
can your partner support you
Yeah.
when you're not sure? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah.
it's the same as being sure in your relationship,
Yeah.
having balance for your career. Because if you're
Mhm.
not sure and
Right.
certain in your relationship, then that can kind of, I feel like it could actually hinder how you working in your career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
there's no certainty.
That's right.
So I think certainty helps create balance for me in my careers and my relationship, and having a supportive partner. He's never missed a show to this
That's
day that I
sweet.
can think. And if he
Yeah.
did, it had to be something very small, but he's never missed any
Yeah.
performance I've ever done. He's always been front and center. And I don't know, I appreciate him for that. I love him for that.
Yeah. Listen, I knew. Listen, when I saw that, when you were done with your performance at the Connected Magazine release party, and that may help you. He ran to that stage, honey. He was like, "That's my wife. Come on, baby. Good job, baby. Good job. Come on." I was like, you know what? Yes. Get it, girl. I just thought that was beautiful. I was over there talking about. I said, yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Thank you. He
Black
did.
love is amazing.
He's like that every show. He's there during, setup, sound check. He's communicating with, whoever the audio engineer is. Like,
Mhm.
this is what she's looking for.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like he just like that. That's who he is. It's just who he is. It's in
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
It's not a show. It's literally who he is.
Yeah.
Like, if you were watching as it was my time to be on the stage, and I
Mhm.
remember asking for a microphone stand, and he's
Mhm.
like, "Where's the microphone stand?" He's making sure like my set is the way that I, prefer, and that I'm comfortable. He even set everything up for me, and it's not his job.
That's a good man,
It's not his job to do that. He's coming
Yeah.
to perform himself, but it still stands, and I could say like to have balance, and maybe I could speak for him here. Is like, at the end of the day, you're still my wife, and I want to make sure you're comfortable. Whether I'm an artist too and I'm performing too, like you first, and it is beautiful, and I love and appreciate that from him. I really do.
Girl, go home and make that man some dinner and
I actually did that before I got here.
Oh, there you go.
I sure did. Honey, we eating turkey necks, smoked turkey necks, rice, and beans.
Oh, okay. You made sure he was good before. Ladies, make sure your man is good before you.
I did.
Make sure that hardworking man has a home cooked meal when he gets home. Please make sure. Don't listen. I know some people gonna be in my inbox, but don't oodles and noodles and hamburger helping him to death. Okay.
Well, we like oodles and noodles in the house.
But not every day. Not every day. Not every day. Make sure you cook that man some. Listen, I like the cup noodles, but not every day.
Yeah, I don't want to eat every day.
No, I can't eat it every day. Okay?
I need some real food. I be telling my husband, like, baby, I want some real food. I want real food. I'm like, some soul food, something that's I want to feel real good when I finish eating.
Right. And fellas, it's important to make your woman feel like she's the most important thing in the world to you.
She's absolutely right.
Have her feel secure and make sure she fit no matter where you are, have her feel secure.
Will they do this?
Yeah. Make her feel secure. Like, I don't care where my man is. I know that he's gonna think about me. I know he's going to text back. I know he's going to call back. I know he's going to check up on me because that's important. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I learned a lot from my husband. And it's crazy. Oh, it's not crazy, but it's just to say, like, when we first met and everything, and, he was giving me his proclamation, when he's proclaiming his love for me.
Okay.
And, how he wanted to move forward. And it was just something in just that moment where it was like, I know this is where I'm supposed to be. I don't know why, whole 100%, but I'm going to learn a lot from you. I don't know what. And I really didn't have no expectations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I can say, and if he's watching this, and when he does watch this, and be like, you remember when I was like, I think I can learn a lot from you, and I really have.
That's
He
amazing.
definitely showed me a different
Mm-hmm.
way to love, I guess, so to speak. A
Mhm.
more attentive,
Yeah.
an affectionate love.
It's a beautiful thing we have that affectionate love.
Right.
You know, people love different. People love in their own ways. So, you know, some people wasn't taught really. Or they didn't see.
I wasn't.
Right. So now that you have
to
it.
be affectionate, we
Right.
just know. I love you. I love you.
Right.
You got what you need. You got
Right.
what you need. You good.
But now that you
Not missing
have it,
nothing.
it's a
Yes.
beautiful thing. And it's a feeling that you don't want to let go.
Once you come acclimated to it, and you like, you know what? I
Mhm.
guess I can get used to it. Because at first, for me, it was kind of like, I don't know, like
Yeah.
what this is. Like,
Yeah.
is this real? Like,
Yeah.
real? Like, not that it's real, but
Yeah.
is this supposed to be happening?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, you know.
Is this too good to be
Yeah,
true?
this can't be, you know, in a
Yeah.
sense, like, you want to roll my shoulders every
Yeah.
time you pass by. I'm like, I don't know.
Let me put my guard up a little bit. I don't believe this.
Stop touching me, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, but not in a negative sense to
Yeah.
look at it. It was just, for
Yeah.
me, it was just like, I don't know what this is.
Right.
But, and at first it was like, I really don't know if I like it
Yeah.
either. But that's why I was mentioning a second ago, is like, you know, I learned a lot because it was definitely not something that I'm used to, and not
Yeah.
the way that I was raised. But once
Mhm.
I gained understanding, and I think
Yeah.
understanding is a very big, meaty portion of what love
Yeah.
is, to have understanding.
Yeah.
And it took me a long time to
Yeah.
grasp that understanding
Yeah.
that he was trying to show me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when I did, it was like, you know what? I do like this.
Yeah.
And I can give this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah. I just had to say that.
Such a beautiful love story, Gabrielle.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Listen, I want you to soar. I want you to climb high. I want you to grow. I want you to be on. Listen, when you on the BET Awards and they announce you, just make sure either I'm behind the stage in front or
Right.
behind the scenes.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna need you there. I need you there.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Listen, tell the world where they can find your music.
So right now my album is not released, and so it's a whole thing. But I'm
Mhm.
gonna try to keep it simple. Before I release the music, you know, through distributor and all major platforms, this go around I'm gonna do a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm going direct to consumer.
Okay.
I want to know who my fans are actually. I
Mhm.
want to be able to get some data from this release. I don't want to just, you know, throw my worm out in the ocean and wait for something to pass to bite it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want, you know, my fish, my
Okay.
raindrops, the storm's raindrops,
Okay.
to know, like, if you support me, you know, this is what I have going on. This is where it's going to be at. It's
Okay.
going to be for purchase. I may or may not put it on all, you know, platforms to be streamed for
Okay.
free. I really want to know who my supporters are, and
Okay.
I want to be able to give you something tangible in return. You
Okay.
know, right now, you know, you're streaming online and you're renting that music. You
Okay.
know, you can't take it with you wherever you go. You know,
Right.
if something was to happen with that application, you would lose that, you
Yeah.
know, what you bought. So I want to be able to say, this is yours. You can download to
Mhm.
your phone, your computer, your flash drive.
Mhm.
I'm also wanting to make albums and CDs available for purchase.
Yeah.
And so right now I do not have a definite location, but if you guys are following me on Facebook, Gabrielle Storm Official on Facebook, I'll be giving updates and things like that, of that nature, when it's going to be released and exactly where you will be able to find it.
Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. And you know what? I appreciate you so much, Miss Storm, for coming to the healing room
Absolutely.
and letting us hear about your beautiful love life and, you know, the amazing career that you have. And, you know, and everything about you just so amazing. I just like want to hug you. Like, it's a
Bring it in, baby. Bring it in.
It's so amazing. Okay, listen, you guys. Thanks for tuning in to another great episode of the healing room. This is a place where individuals can just be themselves and express themselves. Until next time, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
The Connected Radio.